nice little stroller with my baby in her stroller. Because she has arthritis in her hips, her back, and her knees. Since her recent x-rays at the vet. She's doing better. She's getting a little bit more, but for walks like this is, instead of using my walker, this stroller is actually better than my walker, because for whatever reason with walkers, they do not have where you can adjust the handles. So guys that are tall, they can't even really use the walkers because it forces them to like bend over, and I have rods in my upper back, so it's very painful. So this stroller is perfect. And my baby, she seems to like it. So that way we can go to the lake and she won't be aching. And I can have my support. So I have balance issues. I had my cord was displaced. And they had to decompress my cord. And so I had myelopathic gait issues. So I have balance issues. I had permanent damage. But I was able to reverse some of it. But I still have balance issues, and I have a lot of pain, so having something to kind of support me a little bit is perfect. And like when I go in stores, I can sit down on it, but I try to do as much walking in my house as possible. It just depends on my pain level. It's a little rough down here, but then you can also kind of tilt this up a little bit, and whoops, I put the brake on. See, and that way it's a little bit easier going over rough terrain. And yeah, we can sit here and enjoy the water. I used to come down here all the time. And when people visited me, we would come down here because it's just a couple blocks from my house. And my legs are so weak from the issues I have in my lower back right now. But yeah, I'm not really wanting to do that. I do have a disc in my neck that is slightly touching the board, so we're trying to I'm doing decompression therapy right now, trying to get that off so I won't have to have surgery and it won't get worse, hopefully. So I'll pray that will be successful. But it's such a pretty day. I love coming out here on the lake, and this is Labor Day weekend, so there's a lot of people out in their boats, and I have a boat, but I haven't been able to get out. I love to get out in the boat and fly my kite, but I generally will not go out by myself, so. And this lake is huge. It goes through like 13 different towns and like at least three different counties. And there is places where you can rent boats if you don't own a boat. So, yeah. This is Lake Eufaula, and it's just huge. It's just massive. It's like over 800 some shoreline miles. And it's got like literally there's at least a dozen towns that the lake that is connected to or near. So, yeah, and it's a tourist area, and a lot of the Corps of Engineers manages a lot of land out here. So, but this is a nice little spot. Just kind of you can't load your boats here. You will get in trouble if you do. But you know they're not supposed to be technically parking over there or loading over there. But you know they could get in trouble. But I'm not going to tell. Like, see over there, way over there. Now that's a Federal Corps of Engineer, whatever. That's an actual loading dock. I have plenty of loading docks in the area, you know. But anyways, I just love this spot down here because it's a more peaceful, tranquil water area. If you go a few miles down the road, the edge of the water of that subdivision is kind of choppy, and this is definitely better for fishing. You can just walk out in the water. I definitely recommend don't swim in this lake. I don't swim in lakes, right? But especially like in July, you'll see a lot of froth around the water. I wouldn't even let my dogs get in it, but I used to bring my dogs. You'll see videos on my YouTube channel. Go to my homepage. Now, it's only choppy right here because we have some boat activity, some wake. But normally you don't even see these little waves. It's just super, super calm. And it's good for like taking little ones out, put them in a little raft and whatnot. And I do have a little John boat type thing. It's good for paddle boats. Now you can, I do have an inflatable boat also, and you can take your inflatable boat out here and go out in your inflatable boat. Just go out a little bit, and you can fish from the shore and catch stuff, but if you go out a little bit further, especially go over like over there where there's more like grass and stuff, and yeah, you can catch bass, catfish, sunfish, and a few miles down the road there's, you know, different varieties of fish. This lake is so huge. They actually have fishing tournaments, and And Oklahoma is a noodling state, so if you're someone who likes the catfish noodle, oh yeah, there's that down here too. So, anyways, yeah. I love getting down here. And this is the perfect time of year because it's starting to cool down. It was in the 70s today, so this is so perfect. Even though it's still humid, it is so perfect. I'm going to let my dog walk a little bit. And it's just so perfect, guys. There she is. So I love the beginning of summer. I especially love spring. Spring's probably my favorite season. The beginning of summer and then the end of summer. I hate to see the summer end because it just starts to cool down, you know. And yeah. Oh, you see that fish hopping out there? Yeah. Anyways, that's it for this one. I hope that you are having a blessed day and get some vitamin D sunshine if you can and when you can. Yeah.